of you have seen the movie Groundhog Day? Okay, so a good amount of you, which is good because I don't have to give that too much backstory. But so Groundhog Day is one of those classic epic movies where you have kind of that whole space and time continuum sort of thing, you know, up there with like The Matrix, Star Wars, all of that sort of deal. So, you know, the 1993 classic, Bill Murray, he's, you know, a selfish guy. He's not very lovable, you know, a bad person. And he's stuck in this redundancy of just, you know, the same day over and over again, you know, he can't get it right. Now, I only mention that because I have my own sort of wormhole vortex, and it is Gill Street in State College, Pennsylvania, where I went to Penn State. So I was 19 years old, and I was a sophomore in college. If you remember me from the last time, it was I had just gotten over a very long, tragic breakup. But I was 19 now, and I was ready to find love again, because that is, I always wanted my Penn State family. And so I met this guy, you know, a great guy, and we started dating. There was a lot of courtship, a lot of text messages and flirting and Snapchats. And it was very romantic. And so we were at his house one day on Gill Street, and, you know, we're on the porch, and we're talking, and we're, you know, kissing, and one thing leads to another. And he's like, do you want to go inside? Do you want to go upstairs? And I was like, yeah. Because I'm like, okay, cool. Like, which now this doesn't make me look that good to say that. But I was like, okay. So, you know, he's leading me up the stairs. You know, we pass. Now, in Penn State, there are these like group houses, like club houses or fraternity houses. So this was like a club rugby house. So he's leading me up the stairs, you know, we're like ascending the stairs, past the second floor, you know, getting to the third floor. And, you know, you hear like the Aerosmith song in the background, like, and I don't want to miss a thing, that sort of thing, very romantic. And, you know, so we go up to his room on the third floor, and, you know, one thing leads to another again. But then, like most relationships in my life, they come to an end, just one way or another. So that one ended. And let me just say, he was 21 at the time, so he was a little older. So I was very, very intrigued by it, but it ended nonetheless, like most do. So now, 2 years later, I'm 21 years old. I'm a little less wide-eyed, and I'm a little smarter, I'd like to say. I can actually legally consume alcohol now. So I meet another boy, and again, lovely courtship. A lot more Snapchats than, you know, texting or anything like that. And, you know, we're hanging out one day, and we met in class, and he asked me to come back to his house after class, and I was like, sure. His house is on Gill Street. So, and it's the same house on Gill Street. So I was like, oh, so we're on the porch. And, you know, it's really, really nice, and it's really, really fun. And, you know, we're making out, and one thing leads to another. And he's like, do you want to come inside and go upstairs? And I'm like, okay. So then we're walking up the stairs. You know, the Aerosmith song I don't think was playing this time, but it might as well should have been. And we pass the second floor. And we go to the third floor. And we are in the same bedroom that my ex had once lived in. And it was really, really weird because it was like, this is a different time, but it's the same room. I'm older, and you're the same age, so we're both 21. It's the same room, but it's different, but I see that sticker on the wall, and like totally my ex definitely put that sticker on the wall, you know, and it was kind of weird. So, and then again, one thing leads to another, and, you know, all good relationships in my life come to an end. So that one ended. And then, you know, I graduate Penn State. But like most alumni, I go back. So come this past April, I went back for the blue-white game. And, you know, I'm in one of the bars, and we're dancing, and the bar closes, and, you know, I get my slice of pizza for $1, and this guy is like, we should keep hanging out. I'm like, okay. So he's like, want to come over to my house? Where do you live? He lived on Gill Street. And so I was kind of getting like freaked out at that point. And, you know, we're on the porch. We're making out. One thing leads to another. And he's like, do you want to go upstairs? Like I said, I don't look the best in this story, but whatever. And so in the throes of passion, our ages come up. And he's 21, but I'm 23 now. And so then I kind of realized that, oh, so I'm kind of like Bill Murray. So I am Bill Murray. So I'm in my own wormhole vortex of where if I, don't become a good person and I don't learn how to accept love and become kind, then I'm just going to be stuck in this cycle of finding just, very attractive, very fit 21-year-old rugby boys, and they'll just be there. So to my credit, that's not the worst vortex you could be stuck in, but I'm hoping that I'm not always Bill Murray, so.